I know there's something inside of me. I have a passion, a soul, a dream, yeah. And gotta do what's right for me, yeah. Pursue my dream. He gave me the gift, now I can see. I gotta pursue my dream, yeah, yeah, yeah. There's something deep down inside of me. I gotta pursue my dream. Pursue my dream. You gotta know when seasons are right. And don't let it pass you by. And go ahead, stand in line. It's your time. He called your name, 'cause it's your time. It's been prophesied. It's been prophesied. I'll be greatness with God on my side. I'll be greatness with God on my side. I gotta pursue my dream. Even in the midst of my pride, He would allow the clocks to rewind. No matter what comes and goes, doors will remain if I stay the same. You gotta know when seasons are right. And don't let it pass you by. And go ahead, stand
Hey
in
sis,
line.
welcome to HerWay UnLocked. Now, this is a space where real women share real stories and walk boldly in their purpose. I'm your host, Miss Truth, and I am the founder of Finding You S.I.S. I'm here to inspire you to heal, grow, and boldly live her way. Now, let's get into today's conversation. Hey, everyone. Hey. Welcome to another episode actually, this is the first episode of HerWay UnLocked. HerWay UnLocked. Do me a favor, you guys. Make sure whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, maybe you're watching on Instagram, which will be there shortly. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend, help us get our podcast out there. But just make sure you do me also another favor. And this is a community that we're building. So make sure you say something to us. Let us know where you're tuning in from so we know at any point of time where everybody is tuning in. We want to know where you're at. Where are you sitting at watching us on tonight? Make sure you let us know where you are tuning in from. All right, you guys. I am your girl, Miss Truth, and I am the host of HerWay UnLocked. This is the very first episode, and in this episode, we're talking about all the things of becoming her, how I stepped into this journey in starting this podcast, how I became the host, all the behind the scenes things. I'm going to be telling you about that. But I am the the founder and executive director of Finding You S.I.S, which is a sisterhood community for women ages 18 and up. This particular podcast is a Finding You S.I.S production. And I'm really wanted to create a platform where women are able to shine, sharing their stories of how they became her, sharing their journey, their voice, using it their way, their own authentic way. We do have episodes that will be coming out weekly. So every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, you have the opportunity to tune in with us, spend some time with us. Don't click off of this broadcast. Make sure you stay to the end because I have something exciting that I want to share with you. So if you click off before the end of this broadcast, you're just going to miss out on it. And I would hate for you to do that. So make sure you stay tuned in. I really appreciate you for being here and just giving me your time. And before I get into the backstory of really becoming her, I wanted to share something with you all. I do have a website, and I want you to make sure that you take some time to check out our website. This is where you're going to find all the things where you'll be able to stay in contact with us, and anything that we're doing, you'll have an opportunity to find out what that is. From our very first Sunset and Sisterhood cruise that we have April 30th of 2026, we are going to be cruising with the ladies, but this is my Sisterhood Impact Circle. It tells a lot about us and our impact and what we're actually doing in the community. I truly believe that iron sharpens iron. So as women, we come together and just sharpen each other in so many different ways. But one of the things I do love about the sisterhood group is it's women who want to connect. And the way that we connect is virtually as well as in person. We have monthly gatherings in a very safe space where we can actually be seen, heard, and just uplifted. Our foundation is definitely always fueled, and the foundation is always fueled by faith. It's a part of the journey. It's just how we become who we are. Just living out life's mission. We do have challenges, workshops that we will be hosting, just monthly discussions, whether mostly virtual discussions, but we will have also some in person conversations, conferences, just gatherings. We love to travel. So there's going to be retreats and travel, which is what we already do. And then in the future, the vision of this sisterhood group is we are going to be starting our very own impact closet. So there's just so much to us. We do have merch available as well. So I want you all to take a moment and go to the website findingyousis.org, findingyousis.org. And at the very bottom of the website, you'll see that contact us link. Contact us. Let us know how you found out about us. And if you're interested in being a part of this growing community of phenomenal women, we would love to have you. We would love to have you and welcome you with open arms. So make sure you reach out to us however you can. All right. So if you're already here, hang in there with me. Before I get into the next segment tonight and really talking about becoming her and how I became this boss that I am and wearing the many hats that I wear. Before I get into all of that, I want you all to interact. I'm big on interaction. I'm really big on engagement. So whether you are on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, wherever you are watching this podcast from, I want you to take a moment and just comment below in the comment section and tell me what state you're in. I want to know where you are tuning in from. I am big on that. I love to see where people are. I am always adding cities, states, countries to my bucket list. So share with me where you're located. All right. Now, again, my name is Truth. I am the host of HerWay UnLocked, which is my podcast and is presented by Finding You S.I.S, which I am the founder and executive director of Finding You S.I.S, which is a sister circle community. And tonight, the topic is becoming her. So, we're going to talk about becoming her and how I came into this creative space. So, I want to take you to a backstory, and I know that I could literally talk about this forever, but it all started really for me when I was a little girl. And I just remember being 5 years old or around 5 years old, and having the opportunity to sing in the Sunshine Band. So, for those people who know about the Sunshine Band, or if you've ever been, grew up in church, you have the children's choir. Well, that was me. I was a part of the Sunshine Band, the children's choir. And at an early age, I knew that I wanted to sing because I would always sing at home. And I'm sure got on my sister's nerves because there were times where one of my sisters, she would always tell me, "Can you be quiet?" But I was always singing, but I was so nervous all the time to just really get up in front of people. But I remember singing a solo. I had a little solo line for during one of the times where we were able to sing one of the programs, the children's programs. And I was so nervous, but I did it. And from there, I was like, you know what? I do have a voice. And not only was I able to present my voice before the people or in the congregation, but that was the first time I had enough nerve just to get up and do it. But that's really at the age where I really started seeing like I am very resilient and didn't even really know it, um, because every time I felt like at certain moments I was silenced. And it wasn't that I was silenced in a bad way, but just thinking about it, growing up in a household with a bunch of women, like they're all trying to play and do different things. And for me, I was just like, I want to sing. That was just something that I always wanted to do. So growing up, that was the first time that I really realized that I actually had a voice. And then I just remember, also when I was in eighth grade, I believe, yeah, eighth grade, I remember being called up. We were having a ceremony um, at the school, and they called my name, and I was shocked. I was like, why are they calling my name? They called me for the presidential award. I want to say that was about 1994. At the time I was in eighth grade, I remember, I was living in Indiana, and it's always just remembering thinking back of Indiana just being cold, and I didn't really like the snow, but it was there. But I remember that day going to school and being called for the presidential award. And that made me really feel so good about myself, because there have been times where I didn't believe in myself. I didn't, whether it was singing or speaking or doing anything like that. I really didn't think that I was as good as maybe the next person, because a lot of times I was always looking at, everybody around me. And I have a sister, my older sister. She was always, I felt like she was good at everything, and at times, and I know that my family didn't mean to do this, but there was times where I was compared to her, because it seemed like um, she caught on to things so quickly. So there was many times where I didn't really believe in myself and my abilities, but just having the opportunity to sing in church and having the opportunity to be rewarded at a young age, it just opened up something for me, and it started showing me that I am somebody. I am capable of being whoever I want to be. And so that's kind of really where it all started. But fast forward into, I want to say it was 2009. I was really going through a really hard time, went through a breakup, and I had lost myself, completely lost myself, and I needed to restart my life over again. So I remember moving from California to Atlanta, Georgia. And at that time, I only person I knew was my best friend and her family that went there and was already living in Georgia before me. And so I had to rebuild. She was busy. She was a wife, a mother. She was working and always in school. She was that person. So I had to build a community for myself. And at that time, I really didn't know many people there. I was trying to get into work and just really just start all over again. And so I remember going out. I was invited to a party, and I didn't know anybody there. The friend that I was invited to the party for at the time, she all of a sudden couldn't go last minute. And I remember telling myself, I'm in a dark place. I really need to go get up and get out of the house and go meet people. And the only way to do it was to go, like just go to the party. So I showed up, and I remember sitting there on the edge of the table, and I met a phenomenal woman, and she introduced me to a sister circle. And I tell the story all the time, but it was her, Alicia. Hey, I have to shout her out, Shiva. She opened me up to a whole nother world. I never knew what a sister circle was. I never knew at that time that I needed community, and I needed some people to help me stay motivated, because again, I was just rebuilding. I was really trying to find myself again. And so I just remember going to the sister circle, and it changed my entire life. I met some phenomenal people and sisters that I still have to this day. And, I was sad when I had to move away from them, because they were like the women who really kept me grounded and helped me get through college at the time. So when I moved to Texas, I didn't have that same community. And I knew that that's what was missing that was the part that was missing from my life. And so it really inspired me to start my own sister circle, because I knew I was looking for something. I knew something was missing, but I remember God telling me, hey, he was nudging me. If anyone knows the voice of God, or how he deals with us as individuals, is all different. But the way he deals with me, it's like kind of like there's something like always coming up in my spirit. Like it's almost like it won't even leave me alone. Like it's always coming up constantly. And so I was like, you know what, let me go ahead and start this thing. And immediately when I started and I reached out to a few people, they were on board. I reached out to my friends and family first. And that's how it all that's how we got started. And I started to see over time that, you know, um, no matter what I do in life, no matter what I've done in life, there's always been people who truly, truly love me and support me and trust that if there's anything that I create, they're going to jump on board. They're going to jump on board with it because they truly believe in me. And so I created this platform, our community, Finding You S.I.S, to really be able to not just deal with the broken woman, because I was that person at the time. And then I wanted to be able to create a safe space for all women to be able to celebrate their wins, knowing that they always have somebody, because not everybody grew up in a household with sisters. I know I did. I grew up in a household with three sisters. Like I said earlier, one of them used to tell me all the time, be quiet. Why are you always singing? She was telling me to quiet down, but everybody needs somebody, and I truly believe that. And I've always made sure that in I was the friend that I wanted, and I was the friend that I needed. And in order to do that, I made sure I created this space for people like me. So I want to say this: in my journey of becoming her, I'm still on that journey. I'm still trying to find it. I'm still trying to navigate through life challenges. Right now I'm juggling, like I'm a mother. I have a 2-year old. She's being a toddler. Going through the toddler stages. It's like, how do you get through these moments and these years, and spending time with her and seeing her grow, and being there to impact her life at the same time, building a brand and working a 9 to 5 and being a wife. There's a lot that I juggle every single day. But one of the things that I always hold strong to is my faith. And God has always been my provider. He has been the person that has always sustained me in everything. And he's showed me so many times his hand, that he's faithful and he's just. And so I always lean on those things. I lean on, in this journey of just trying to find myself throughout the years, I've leaned on my trust in him. And so I wanted to come on and share with you all how this actually got started. How did I become the executive director of such a phenomenal group of women, where we're all just loving on each other and creating this space for women to really feel seen and heard. And then now we're birthing out of Finding You Sis is HerWay UnLocked. And I wanted to make sure that in me, any aspect of my life, I've had to peel back layers. I've had to go through the hurts. I've had to go through, the disappointments. I had to lose people along my journey. There's been so many different seasons and facets that I had to go through and to come out of, and seeing that although I may be where I'm at today, the things that I went through, it didn't stop what God is getting ready to do and what he's done in my life. Because every season, every season is a part of your story. And I want to be able to come here and create this space for women and men to be able to share their stories. Of course, this is her way, right? We're going to share her way. But I wanted to also give this as a platform for even men. So if you're a guy out there and you're like, hey, I would love to be on that podcast, share my story. I have a brand new book. I have some music I just released. I want you all to plug in with me. I would love to bring you on the broadcast and allow you the opportunity and the space to be able to share your story, because I truly believe um, in connection. That's how we build, is by connection. So there's going to be definitely more to this, but I do have a series. And in the series of Becoming Her, I am going to be bringing people on the broadcast and allowing them the opportunity to share their story their own way. So just make sure you stay tuned, because there's going to be more episodes. And I'm so excited for the next episode that we actually have. So I want to introduce in our next episode, one of my good friends, I want to say one of my bestest girlfriends. Her name is Coach P. I call her Coach P. She is a phenomenal woman, you guys. She has a business called Commit to Fit Mind and Body, and she literally embraces every aspect of mind and body. She is committed to this thing. Like I said, she's a phenomenal business owner. Um, she is in the fitness and wellness space, but also she has a powerful story to tell. And I cannot wait for you all to meet her. We're going to bring her on the next episode of HerWay UnLocked and give her the platform to be able to really share her story of how she became her, how she became this phenomenal content creator, commit and fit mind and body coach, and in her creative space, and give her the opportunity to really share who she is and how she has how God has gave her this platform to help so many women, not just myself, because she's definitely my coach too, y'all. But I just can't wait to have her on the next episode. So you all make sure you tune in next week, next Sunday at 8 p.m. You'll get an opportunity to meet Coach P and hear all about how she came into herself and how now she is changing so many lives. Yeah, can't wait to the next episode. And if you've been here with me this long, hang in there. I'm almost done. I am almost done. Um, the next thing that I'm excited to share with you all is my business and our sisterhood group is actually doing a giveaway. We have a winter giveaway that we are hosting where we're able to give back. And that's really what it's all about. My mother taught me about giving. It's better to give than to receive. And so we actually have a winter giveaway that we are giving out 3 gift cards, $100 gift card, $50 and $25 gift card to Amazon. So if you are someone that was like, you know what, I didn't know if I had any money to give away anything this holiday season. Well, guess what? We got you. We got you. We have a giveaway. So I want you to make sure you scan that QR code, and it'll give you some options on how you can enter. There's many different ways to enter the giveaway, and everybody does have a chance. So make sure you take a moment to scan that QR code, like I said, and fill out that entry form. And we look forward to giving away these amazing prizes. The winner will be announced on this broadcast on December the 21st. So make sure you are tuning in, whether if you're tuning in from YouTube or Facebook, or maybe tuning in on any other platform. Make sure that you get in your entry by the deadline, which is December the 21st. And the giveaway will be announced live. So you will have an opportunity to see your name put into the drawing. And I want to say good luck. Good luck. But yeah, we definitely can't wait to have our giveaway. Um, Aside from that, you all, that is it. That is my story. That this is my brand new business, beautiful business that I've been able to create with so many amazing women who show up every single day, and look forward to connecting with you all. So if you haven't already, please take a moment to find the comment section. Make sure you take a moment to let me know that you actually watched this broadcast, whether it was live or you're looking at the replay. Make sure you comment, even if it's just an emoji. Let me know that you watched this podcast. And if you are interested in, like I said, getting into that giveaway, get your entry in now. Now is the time to do that, and don't wait, because if you wait to the last minute, that's it. And yeah, so make sure you continue to tune in with me. I look forward to seeing you all next week on our second episode of Her Way Unlocked, where I'll be able to introduce to you all Coach P. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight, and see you on the next episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Love you all much. Have a great night.